Should you upgrade to iPhone 15 Pro Max if you have an iPhone 14 Pro Max? Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I will talk about the iPhone 14 Pro Max. There is already an iPhone 15 Pro Max, but the biggest question which many of you might have is, if I have the older version, should I upgrade to the newest one? So in this video, I will tell you the answer of this question. So right now, without further introduction, let's get into the video. So before I give you the answer of the question, should you upgrade if you have the iPhone 14 Pro Max to the 15 Pro Max? Let's talk about the phone a little bit. So it has already been an year since the 14 Pro Max came out, and here is the box which I have showed you quite a lot of times during these videos. So basically the 15 you won't get any different. Of course the wallpaper will be different, but talking about boxes, you're gonna receive the same papers which you usually do. If you're in United States, you won't receive a SIM card ejector, but since I'm not, well, as you have one, and I believe that every other country except United States will give you SIM card ejector, and you have a basic lightning cable. The only difference now, if you're super hyped about it, is that you receive brand new USB-C cable which will be braided, and these are a bit more durable. So I'm kind of excited about this, but I can't go and get one because my phone doesn't support USB-C. So technically, what a waste. I can get it for my iPad, you know, but for now I don't. So comparing boxes, this is literally the only difference. Yes, the huge thing about the 50 is the USB-C. They have better cameras and other performances. I have compared these two phones in one of my videos. I'm gonna put a link in the description. But what else does the 14 has that it's still a competitor to the 15? We're about to find out. If you have an iPhone 12 or a lower model, or I should say older model, you should consider upgrading because these phones are getting older and after some time they might stop being supported by the company and all the etc. But with the 14 Pro Max, is it actually necessary? So it really depends on what you're doing with your phone. Well, if you had a lower storage, maybe the 128 gigabytes, and you see that this is not enough for you, then you probably should upgrade, because I don't think you can add additional storage to your iPhone. So you have to go to the newer one just because of storage issues. Personally, for now, I don't have these problems, and I'm very happy with my 14 Pro Max because I film my videos on it, and honestly the camera quality and everything, as you can see on my videos, I'm uploading 4K, and honestly with my previous iPhone XS this wasn't possible, and I'm kind of happy because I don't need to buy a camera to have high quality videos. And honestly I'm glad that all the phones in general are evolving to put more quality photos and videos for creators, because this honestly feels the best. But talking about the tech specifications of the phones, the 14 Pro Max and the 15 Pro Max, if we not talk about the cameras yet, they're not that different. So I don't think if you upgrade, you have that many differences, which I personally would like to see. So the next time when I buy an iPhone, probably it will be the iPhone, maybe not the iPhone 16, but the 17 or 18, if we get there, because I like to see bigger updates. You know, just because of this action button USB-C, this won't make me upgrade. And now I'm gonna show you what I have on my phone. Let me show you all the apps that I have. So I'm gonna pop up my screen right here so you can see it. So as you can see on the home page, aka maybe I should say the first page, I don't have that many apps. Most of them are by Apple. I added 1-2 apps just to have something in there, but mostly I like to keep the Apple apps here. Somebody might ask, why don't you have widgets and stuff like that? I just find the widgets very annoying, and also they take way too much space for me, and this is why I don't have any. But I have put some widgets on my parents' iPhones because, well, they just like to have some apps show up in a bigger screen, but this is their preferences. So moving on to the second page, from the X app, aka Twitter, everything else is apps which I have downloaded personally. I have some folders. So My social media is literally the exact same place as my previous iPhones. This is just how I like to order it. So as you can see, I don't have that much social media. And now I have some folders. I have put one where I have games and other apps. I call it like entertainment because this is literally what it is. I have one. It's a singing app. I just don't use it that much. But let's say that I do have it for, I don't know, I was obsessed with it for some part of time. Now I'm not that much and I barely use it, but it's still there from time to time. I upload stuff there. I have my Dreame app where I'm actually uploading my stories. It's daily writing app because, well, I need it. And some other essentials that you might need on the second page. I have Twitch. I don't log there much because, well, the people who I follow just don't stream right now. What else? You can see I have Discord. I downloaded it only because of my university. I've never used Discord before. And I just don't feel the need to use it because I don't do anything with it. So apart from that, in the other folder I call it like stores because this is literally online stores. Like some of them I have a physical card when I go to the store to get discounts. But if you don't have one, you can have an online card, which is absolutely the same thing and they still give you discounts. So as you can see, I don't have that many apps like numbers, but they still combine together, taking me some space. So right now I'm gonna do the brief on my iPhone storage and you're gonna see, well, like issues that I have with the storage. Let's check out my storage now. So if you don't know how to do it, it's pretty simple. You just go to settings, then go to general and have iPhone storage. So as you can see, my storage is quite, well, I'll say quite full. If I was with the 128 gigabytes, this would definitely have been a huge problem. This is why I went safe with the 256, just because I wanted more space. Yes, I don't have that many apps, but some of them take space and ridiculously. Safari sometimes takes me quite a lot of space. There was a time when it went to 14 gigabytes and I don't even have that many stuff open. Literally every time when I search something in Safari, then I close the window and just get it to the home page. Once I even cleared my history of the website data and it still didn't fall out. I don't know how it happened, but I learned a trick. If you want to save some space, just delete an app and reinstall it. Well, if it's TikTok, you might lose your drafts. So except for TikTok, on other apps it's working. So the issue that I have the most with the storage, let's scroll down to the bottom, is with the system data. As you can see, I have average 50 gigabytes of system data. I have no idea how this is possible. Like literally this is more than half of the storage that I have. So if you get the 50 gigabytes for the system data, the 10 gigabytes that I have with the operating system, it makes 60, and around 30 gigabytes only I have with apps, which is absolutely nothing, and almost 10 gigabytes of this only TikTok. So as you can see, I don't have that many storage full with apps, but mostly the system data. So if you have any idea how I can reduce it, comment down below, because really I have read some hacks on internet and it worked literally for like 5 minutes. When I decided to go and clear other apps and stuff like that, I lost 2 gigabytes and then I quickly gained them back. So if you have any efficient idea, something that you know it's working to reduce my system data, literally I would love to hear from you down in the comments, because this is the only thing that I would like to lower, because I can't delete it. It's not an app or anything. So this is the only issue which I will find, but it's not the problem with the phone, maybe with all the stuff that I have on the phone. When we buy a phone, we look for the camera. So all the videos that you have seen up to now, since I got my iPhone 14, are in 4K. Yes, I used mostly the front-facing camera because I don't need the other ones. I don't take that many pictures or photos. But let's do a quick recap of the camera and all the pictures that you can do with it. So you can see that the iPhone 14 Pro Max is still in the game compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Here is the famous cinematic mode, and honestly, no matter that, I barely use it. Every time I use it, I'm like, why I don't use it? I feel like it won't make a good purpose in my videos, but it's very cool because you can just change the focus of objects very easily and then go back to yourself, which is very cool. And maybe it's better if you use the back camera, not the front facing with cinematic mode. But I have to say that it's amazing and it just looks incredible. Hello, so this is me with the back camera now, and as you can see, the only issue I will state with the camera in general is that it's so detailed now that you can clearly see my face and all the imperfections with it. But apart from that, I just love the quality. Coming from an XX to this was probably one of the best decisions that I have ever made, because I wanted for the bigger upgrades, to have something different. And I have it. It's not only the camera, the dynamical, and you just everything that this phone has, and I have to say I'm in love with it. As you can see in these videos that I just played for you, the camera quality is very good. Maybe I should say excellent. Yes, they keep improving in every iPhone that they're making, but I still like the quality that I see. I should say that the videos which you saw like outside were taken through the window because it got very windy outside and it wasn't going to turn out very well. So I switched to the different zooms, so you can see the same footage, made a slow-mo. So here are two pictures. I'm gonna pop up the first one. This is just a regular image, and as you can see, the quality is absolutely the same. Like you can literally see all my face, all the crustiness around it. So just like a picture that I took, I'm gonna pop it right here, is a portrait mode, which also looks very good. And I have to say that the camera is good enough for your daily needs. Yeah, if you're doing more prosthetics, high quality, maybe you should get a professional camera. But we're talking about a phone, something that you don't use only to make pictures, but maybe to make calls, chat with friends, post on social media, stuff like that. So the camera is definitely 10 out of 10 for me, and I love working with it. Finally, the time for which you have been waiting is here. Should you upgrade to iPhone 15 Pro Max if you have an iPhone 14 Pro Max? My answer is no. You don't need to upgrade except if you're not Apple obsessed, but even if I am, I'm not going to do it. Or if you want the USB-C and the action button. The cameras are changed, but they're not that different than the 14 Pro Max's cameras, except if you don't want this 5x zoom. But if we don't talk about this, I still believe that if you have the 14 Pro Max, you don't need to upgrade because the changes are minimalistic. They are not that difficult. Yes, USB is a privilege because now you use one cable for all your devices, which is amazing. But I still believe that it's just a waste of money now to upgrade. Maybe you should wait for another 1, 2 iPhones to come to see bigger upgrades. At least this is what I'm looking for when I'm upgrading my phones. I don't need to buy every single one which comes out because the changes are not that visible, not that different. Like even if you compare the designs, yes, it has titanium now, but on the outside, if you don't know what titanium is or you don't care about this, they look pretty similar. So nobody will guess, oh, you have the 14, great, or maybe even the 13. Nobody will know. So simply to say it, I don't think you should upgrade right now. If you want, you can even buy the 14 now because it's a bit cheaper than the 15 Pro Max. But in conclusion, I think that now you're good with the 14 Pro Max if you have it, and there is no need to upgrade to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Okay guys, that is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below what iPhone do you have, or if you don't have an iPhone, do you consider buying one, or you're good with the phone that you have now? Personally, I have used Android phones before, but they were older generation compared to what exists now. I'm happy with my iPhone for now. Yes, mostly I use it to film these videos that you're watching, to post on social media, and basically to search on social media. This is it. I don't use every single day all the apps that are on my own, especially these from Apple. I keep them because, Apple gave it to me. Maybe once I will use them. Will I do it or not? You never know, but it might happen. So that is the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big old thumbs up, aka like this video, share with friends, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell so you'll be notified every time when I post new videos. And I'm gonna see you next time. Bye!